Welcome to the St. Canard Files, of DarkwingDuck podcast. I'm your host, Will Santana, and
Stan Lunn, back again.
hey, what's going on, Stan?
Not too much. Welcome back, Will.
Yeah, I'm only back for this 1 week. That's it, man, because my schedule is insane coming up, man. I was actually, you know what? We should have took advantage of this free week, and I'll blame myself because you were the one to reach out to me to get this recording done. You were on me, so it's my fault, y'all, but I kind of feel like me and Stan could have I could have took more advantage. I'm not putting Stan on the spot. And we could have maybe got 2 or 3 episodes in for you guys, but fortunately we didn't. I am going to Thailand next weekend, and then after that, I am swamped with con after con after con. Yeah, so Stan, everything else going good with you, man?
Yeah, things are going pretty good.
Okay, I know you and you and Mike have been hitting the new comic, Darkwing comics recently and stuff. Overall, what's your take? Just a quick, I know people have heard your opinion on it, but just a quick synopsis of all 3 that have been released so far.
They started out really rough and they've been getting progressively better with each one.
I will agree with that. My biggest complaint, I think, is I just don't think they're for us, man. I think it's more for like young children. I don't think we're the target audience.
Maybe not, but I've seen plenty of things that were aimed at kids and adults. I think they could have struck a better balance.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't think we're the target audience. My personal opinion. I think it reminds me of those golden books from back in the days for Darkwing.
Yeah.
And okay, I don't want to get into a ripping of them.
Yeah, though if anyone wants to see what we thought of the golden books, those are older episodes you could check out. Plug.
Okay, so Stan, man, today we're gonna review 2 comics from the Disney Adventures, and obviously there's a theme in both of these 2 comics that that caught my attention with it, and I kind of want to stick with that theme. Before we reveal what that theme is, obviously this is going to be a dead giveaway. Let's talk a little bit about some superhero and villain iconic vehicles.
All right.
What's the first one that pops in your head? You can't mention Darkwing.
Well, the first one that pops into one's head when they think of a superhero vehicle is obviously the Batmobile.
Yes, definitely. What is your favorite version of the Batmobile? There's so many.
My top 3 favorites are the 1989 Tim Burton Batmobile, the 1992.
Is that number 1 for you?
Yep.
Okay.
Then the 1992 animated series Batmobile, and then the 1966 Batman TV show Batmobile.
Okay. I was gonna go Burton, then the 66 Adam West one, and then I probably was gonna go what's his name? Christian Bale. I like
the
his
Tumbler.
Yeah, I really like that one. I can't co-sign you on the Batman animated series because I've never seen it.
For shame. Shame.
Yeah, man. A lot of people give me a hard time. I've only seen 2 episodes. I saw an episode with Mr. Freeze.
Yep, Heart of Ice, I think it was.
Yeah, and then there was one with Harley Quinn.
Yep. I'm drawing a blank on that one's name right now.
Me too. Some Love or something.
Mad Love.
Yeah. So I think those are the only 2 episodes I've ever seen of Batman the Animated Series, but I've never ever heard one person say they didn't like it ever. Most people tell me they loved it or they say it was really good. Yeah, I've never heard anybody say it was even average.
Yeah, it is a truly excellent series.
All right, so give me another iconic superhero or villain vehicle.
The Party Wagon.
That's Ninja Turtles, right?
Yep, the Turtle Van.
Okay, I always thought it was called the Turtle Van. It's called the Party Wagon?
Yeah, or at least that's what the toy was called.
Okay, I've always called it the Turtle Van. I never knew the actual name for it.
Either one works.
Now, I did start watching the old Ninja Turtle series, and I did kind of pick up. I noticed April drives it more than anybody.
Yeah. I don't remember, like, one thing you might be thinking of is I'm pretty sure she's driving it in the opening to the
Hmm.
show.
Okay. All
So
right.
that might be part of why you remember her driving it more.
Okay. Before we get to another superhero, give me a villain one.
The Technodrome.
Oh yeah, Ninja Turtles. I'll name one. What about the Death Star?
Yep.
That one's, I think, more iconic for being blown up, though.
Well, and for blowing up a certain defenseless planet.
That's true. That is very true. You got more? Name some more.
Oh yeah. Uh, another hero one. How about the Gadget Mobile?
Oh yeah, from Rescue Rangers, right?
No,
No.
Inspector Gadget.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Because it was like a van, and then it turned into a car.
Yep.
Okay, it turned into a jet too, didn't it? It had wings that popped out.
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, all right. Give me another one.
Wonder Woman's Invisible Jet.
Yeah, that one's definitely iconic. Um, I'm trying to think of one. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Oh, the Millennium Falcon.
Yep.
Han Solo, Chewbacca. Well, everybody's flown that plane.
Yeah.
All right, you got any more?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Ratcatcher and the Thunderquack.
Those don't count, man. That's not fair. You cheated there. All right,
Oh, I know one. Your favorite.
what's that?
Bonkers police car.
No, that is nothing from Bonkers iconic. Nothing at all. What about X-Men? Do they have any vehicle? Because I remember in the movies they always had a
Yeah.
plane.
They have the Blackbird jet.
Okay.
And
Uh,
I guess you could claim that Wolverine has a motorcycle. And I don't know if you can count Professor X's little flying chair or not.
okay. There's one in GI Joe. I cannot remember the name of it, man.
The Hiss tank.
I don't know if that's the name of it or not. I don't
Well, that's
remember.
that's one of the bad guy ones.
Yeah, with Cobra Commander, I remember he was always on it and stuff. And the toy line, it's hard to find it complete.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, what
And of
about
course,
okay?
what?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and everybody's favorite giant place at the USS Flag.
Okay, yeah. All right, what about iconic vehicles in general? Doesn't have to be a superhero or a villain, just iconic vehicles.
Well,
What do you
there's
got?
three that pop to mind right away. The Ecto One from Ghostbusters, the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future, and the evil red and white '58 Plymouth Fury from Christine.
Okay. Uh, of those three, which one's your favorite? You had to choose one because I know there's two of them that's going to be tough for you.
Uh honestly, I think I'd have to go with the DeLorean as my favorite, especially if it's functional, because I could make a mint with that.
Okay. Okay.
Though I
Uh,
will say the Ecto 1, or especially the Ecto 1A, the one from Ghostbusters 2, is flashier looking.
okay. There's another one that's popping in my head. I never enjoyed the show, and I know it comes with controversy. Is the that General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
Wonderful car.
Yeah, it comes with controversy though, but let's not go there.
Yeah.
Especially since I live in the South, we don't need to go there. um, trying to think other iconic vehicles. Um, there's
The
got to be like,
Bandit from Smokey and the Bandit.
oh yeah, the Trans Am.
Yep.
Yep, that is
The
pretty
A-Team
iconic.
van.
18 van. Oh my god, I forgot about that one.
Oh, I'll let you in on a little secret, Will.
Knight Rider. Oh, go ahead.
Yep.
Go ahead. What were you about
Knight
to say?
Rider and Car are two more, but my
Hmm.
little secret is I love Hollywood movie cars and vehicles. So
Hmm.
I know a lot of them.
Oh, really? I did not know that about you. I've never heard you talk about that before.
Well, it doesn't really come up much.
Okay, so then that means you know a lot about that OJ Bronco then.
Well, I know it's a white Ford Bronco.
Yep.
That's about all I do know, but that's more real life than movies and
Yeah, yeah, I'm joking, man.
but I
Okay.
could talk your ear off about the Green Goblin truck from Maximum Overdrive.
I don't even know what that is, man.
Maximum Overdrive, it was a Stephen King movie that featured a truck with the Green Goblin's face on the front that drove around running people down.
Hmm. With the I know it's not like a car or a plane, but would the hoverboard from Back to the Future be considered iconic vehicle?
I don't think it would, but
Hmm.
I think you could say the Flying Ford Angela and the Hogwarts Express from Harry Potter would count,
Okay, that's fair. Okay, all right.
and the Mystery Machine from Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Dang, how did I forget that one? I'm glad you're remembering some of these, man. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed that one, man.
Herbie the Love Bug.
Yeah. Uh, I'm drawing a blank now. You're coming up with a lot of good ones, dude. You stomped me here. Okay, so obviously we naming all these type of vehicles. What is our theme today, Stan?
Our theme is transportation.
Yep. And what's the most iconic form of transportation with Darkwing Duck?
Well, there are two of them, either the Ratcatcher motorcycle or the
Hmm.
Thunderquack airplane.
There you go. Yep.
And our stories focus on the former of those.
Hmm. All right, so Stan, let's kind of get into this a little bit. All right, we're gonna do. Let me see. I mixed them up.
Transportation troubles.
Yep, transportation troubles first, and that was in Disney Adventures. What, December '93?
Yep.
All right, and tell us who's on the cover.
On the cover is Macaulay Culkin and Mickey Mouse.
I really don't kind of understand this Macaulay Culkin because it doesn't look like Home Alone. It doesn't look like Richie Rich. Not really sure where they went with this.
I think it was just, having Macaulay Culkin because Macaulay Culkin was popular.
Okay. Did you happen to scan through this at all and see anything else that popped out to you? Because I did catch one thing it's at the very back.
Ah,
It's one of those Tiger Electronic things, and it was Jurassic Park. It's the back
ah,
cover. The back cover.
yeah,
Oh my god! I probably had like 30 Tiger Electronics, and they were all garbage, man.
yeah. I had a couple of them myself.
Thank God for Game Boy. Oh man, thank God for Game Boy, man. Did anything else catch you in there? I caught there was a terrible thing in there that I would never read that would hurt my eyes, and it's called Bonkers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dinosaurs comic.
Oh no, no, I never had issues with dinosaurs.
I'm kidding, of course. I knew you were referring to the Bonkers comic.
Okay. Yeah, man. But Stan, man, anything you want to talk about as far as like our writers and illustrator for this?
So our writer for this was Doug Murray, who we've seen a few times before.
Hmm.
We've talked about him before in Salad Days, Slip Sliding Away, the DuckTales comic A Switch in Time, and the Darkwing comic Family Way.
Okay, so he's been in quite a bunch of the
Oh
comic
yeah.
stuff.
He's
Okay.
been in other ones too, but I only wrote down the ones that we had already covered with him.
Okay.
Our illustrator, though, is someone new, and their only credit is this comic,
Oh, nice.
and that is Tracy Lee.
Tra- Really? That's the name? The only reason why I'm questioning you on that because there was a rapper I know named Tracy Lee.
Yeah, that's the name. Though they're not the only illustrator on this story either.
Oh, okay.
Tom Bancroft also helped illustrate this, and we've talked about him before in
Hmm.
Feeling Flushed.
Okay. All right. So Stan, we're doing transportation troubles. It's a short one. It's only what, like 4 pages, was it?
One, two, 4 pages. Yeah.
Yep, it's only 4 pages. Go ahead, take us away, man. Get us started.
So we're starting off with Darkwing griping the launch pad that there's a lesson to be learned.
Hmm.
And that lesson is to never, ever leave the keys in the Ratcatcher when they're not in it.
Yep. And I like their facial expression in the very first frame, man. They're both mad.
Yeah.
I
But
love it.
Launchpad spots something, doesn't he?
Yep. And
Yep.
it's like a whole bunch of circus stuff going on.
Yeah, they've got a circus parade going on Darla Street, which I'm sure is a reference to something, but I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. But
But they're chasing the Ratcatcher.
yep, there's who's in the rat catcher. He
Uh,
doesn't have a name, of course.
no, their species appears to be pig.
Yeah. But there's a lot going on in this frame, man. You got elephants, you got clowns, there's
Seals,
seals, a
monkeys,
monkey, yeah, balloons.
dancing girls.
Yep, there's a lot going on, and there's something that I think they particularly want to show before because there's a small little frame in the next in the same page, and that's was it the hydrant that they were trying to show?
Um,
Because it shows that there's a crash.
yeah, and you do see the hydrant there, but we should talk about the vehicle Darkwing and Launchpad are driving.
All right, go for it.
It's some sort of blue 50s style car with a purple mask tied around the windshield that
Hmm.
wraps around to the back.
I think it's supposed to represent Darkwing's mask, but it kind of looks like Donatello to me.
Yeah, it does look more like Donatello. Maybe if they added a hat to the top.
Yeah, the color. I mean, not the color. The car reminds me a little bit of the Beetlejuice cartoon series. I think the vehicle's name was Doomy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that vehicle, but of course it's a different color though.
but yeah, they crashed that vehicle
Hmm. All right, keep going,
into a
Stan.
fire hydrant.
Yep. All right, what
So,
happened?
so Darkwing goes to get a bicycle to continue the pursuit, but Launchpad tries to point something out to DW, doesn't he?
Yeah, we got a hypocrite here.
Yep. Darkwing has left the keys in the ignition, but there's apparently no time for that.
Yeah, so they take off on the bicycles, and what happens next?
Well, they ride up a very steep hill and
Hmm.
then find out they have no brakes when they go down it.
Yep. And then Darkwing pulls out like a little handy tool, huh?
Yep. Which disconnects it into two unicycles.
Yep. And then
And
oh, go ahead. I'm
apparently
sorry.
Launchpad's never ridden a unicycle before.
Yeah, he seems to be enjoying it though because he has like a big smile.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Darkwing, whatever smile he might have had, disappears when he crashes into a curb.
Yep. He crashes into the curve and then he lands on a skateboard.
Yep. And he absconds with said skateboard, still in hot pursuit of the Ratcatcher.
Hmm.
I do like the way Darkwing's drawn on the skateboard. It looks
Yeah.
very true to model.
Yeah, I think so too, man. So yeah, you know, man, I don't want to go there. I was about to go to compare it to the new Darkwing comic, but I'm not gonna go there. Go ahead, Stan. I'm about to mess it all up.
But he's almost caught up to him when a fire truck turns the corner.
Yep. And then the ladder of the fire truck goes all the way up, and Darkwing crashes into the fire truck, and he like shoots up higher than the ladder or to like the very top. I got confused here.
So I think he crashes into part of the ladder and it disconnects another part of it, which luckily for Darkwing lands right on top of the villain driving the Ratcatcher.
Yep. He's caught off guard. He's like, what the?
Yep, and we do get an entrance here.
Yep. Go for it, Stan.
Of course, after all, I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the parking meter that shows a violation just as the meter maid arrives. I am watching my car drive by.
Yep. I guess someone took it after you left the keys in the ignition.
I left the keys?
And then they take off. They got another
Yep.
one to pursuit.
At least I
And
got the Ratcatcher back, though.
yep, they got the rat catcher back. Thank God. So we went from the rat catcher. We didn't see it at the beginning, but it was obviously taken. We went to the car. Then we
Yep.
went to the bicycles. Then we went
The
to
unicycles.
the unicycles. Then the skateboard, and
Yep.
then back to the rat catcher.
Yep.
And then obviously they're on another pursuit again.
That they are.
All right, so Stan, that's transportation troubles. What did you think of it and score
It
it?
was okay. Like, it wasn't anything all that special.
Hmm.
Though I will say, upon second reading, I've reevaluated it a little bit.
Hmm.
I'm still not giving it a particularly high grade. I think I'd give this 2.5 stars, or
Okay.
not stars, 2.5 gas gun canisters.
Okay. Okay. So that's not bad. You said it improved from your second read on it.
Yeah, because the first time I was only going to give it 2 canisters.
Okay. Um, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun, man. You know, seeing them travel and go from vehicle to vehicle. It's very short. You don't have the iconic villain, of course, in there. For a 4-page comic, it's a little fun. It's a little different. It's not the usual, they're them going after the particular iconic villain, and this is just like a random villain that they should catch easily once they get it situated. So
Right.
I would go probably with a 3. I'm kind of giving it a curve because it's just only 4 pages.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm kind of giving it a curve a little bit. So that's my little boost for it. Anything you didn't like about it?
Uh, I think the art was a little rough at times,
Hmm.
but it mostly was harmless enough.
Okay. All right, I'm about to take a stab at the new comics really quick. Stan, you just said something that I agree with you. This It's a little rough, but compared to what I'm seeing right now, I'll take these any day, man.
Oh, don't worry. Somewhere in this next comic story we're about to review, I'll be taking my own shot at the new comics.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. All right, Stan, take us away. What's the name of the next one we're gonna review?
So the next one, which appeared in the April 1994 issue of Disney Adventures, is called Highspeed Hijinks.
Okay,
Now,
and we're
first off,
oh
I have
no, 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 no. We're not gonna talk about who's on the cover. No, I'm just kidding. Go
come
ahead.
on.
I know it because you're a fan. Go for
So my
it.
boys and girls, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers are on the front.
Boo. Now, to be fair, I just don't know anything about Power Rangers. I can't say I hate it because I never really watched it. I think
Well,
Stan asked me to watch 4 episodes. I'm not gonna
5 episodes.
lie. What was it, 5?
Yeah, the whole Green with Evil saga.
It
I
was
think
uh, it was
I,
better than I thought it would be, but I still do think it was a little cheesy here and there. Um, it's just not for me. Period. It's just not for me, but it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
right.
Hmm. Now let me ask you this while we're talking about Power Rangers, just really quick. Who's your favorite of the originals?
Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger.
Okay. Well, since he's not on the cover, you can't count him. Who would you go
Well,
with?
if I can't count him, then I would pick Jason the Red Ranger.
Jason the Red Ranger. Okay. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna go Black Ranger because black's my favorite color. I'll go black. And
All
I
right.
think that's the Walter guy, right?
Walter
Walter
Jones,
Walter Jones. What was his character's name?
Zach Taylor.
Zach Taylor. I'm team Zach Taylor
All right.
then. All right. This is what issue was this one? April 94, right?
Yep.
All right. Anything you noticed about this one just scanning through it?
Aside from the Power Ranger stuff, not particularly.
Okay. The only thing that caught my attention was the D2 uh Mighty Ducks 2 thing. It's like on the inner part of the
Inside
back.
back cover.
Yeah. That was the only thing that kind of caught my eye because I really used to like that movie, man.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right, so we're doing Highspeed Hijinks. Who's our writer and our illustrator, Stan?
So our writer we recognize from our last story. It's the same writer, Doug Murray.
Same writer, huh?
Now, our illustrator for this one was John Costanza. And it's funny, we have talked about him in one episode before
Mhm.
where he wrote all 3 comics, and that was the Negaduck comic special I did with Michelle. He was the illustrator on Double Scoop, Double Take, What Goes Around, and Evil Ay Ay Ay.
Evil, ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, you'd love that one. Morgana's in it.
Yeah.
Only Disney Adventures comic story with Morgana.
Oh, wow. And I wasn't a part of that? You meanie.
Nope. It was also a 1-page comic.
Okay. So that explains. Matter of fact, how many pages is this comic?
I think 3 pages? Yep,
Yep.
3 pages.
3 pages. All right. Okay. Who's our illustrator again? I don't think you
John
said it.
John Costanza. I just
Okay, yeah, you
talked.
just said it. Okay. All right. And then Stan, go ahead and take us away.
So we start off with the Darkwing showing up 27 minutes and 22.3 seconds too late to apprehend the villain.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, they telling him
I
he's
will
too
say
late.
they wrote it weird.
Yeah, they did. They really did. And then DW doing the math, he figures he can't catch him in the Ratcatcher, right?
Yep, not even at 220 miles per hour.
All right. So then what happens next?
Well, he makes a declaration with his eyes closed and nearly pokes Launchpad's eyes out.
Yeah, I did think that was pretty funny.
Yep. So he's decided to uh, make a way to get to the villains faster using some sort of catapult.
Yeah, I thought this was a little weird, but it's part of it, and it's kind of weird how he changed. We see him without his purple suit. You didn't think that was a
He's
little
got
weird?
the mask on still, though.
Yeah,
Oh
he's got
yeah,
the
it's totally weird.
yeah, he's got that turtleneck that we always see under his purple suit.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
and
like
then
he's part Drake, part Darkwing.
okay, now I got a little confused on this next frame, Stan, where his eyes are covered up. I didn't really understand what just happened here because he was just walking normal.
So that's part of the rubber band from the catapult that
Okay,
has apparently snapped and wrapped around his face.
okay, but how did it snap though? And how did it get? I was just totally
I
confused
don't
on
I
that.
don't know. It's a little weird.
Okay, so I'm not alone on that. All right, I,
No.
I I was really lost. I'm like, what just happened here? I'm like so confused. All right, keep going because I'm still confused, even as we're going through this right now. I was.
So even though it doesn't appear to be working right, you know,
Mhm,
Launchpad proclaims it works, and Darkwing's like, "You're really out to take over the top job, aren't you?"
mhm,
So Darkwing says they just gotta wait for an alarm, which goes off right then.
yeah, and
So
I'm still confused. Now they're on the chairs.
yeah, which for oh, the chairs are part of this catapult thing.
Okay, so the rubber band of the catapult is on his face. Then the timer goes off, and then they're in the chairs, and he's back in his full suit.
Yeah, though these chairs are in the garage, not in the main house.
Just keep going, man.
But we do have a couple folks we haven't seen yet pop up in this, don't we?
Yeah, Hunker and Goss.
Now, this is where I'm going to do my little jab at the new Dynamite comics.
All right.
This simple 3-page comic
Mhm.
from a 1994 Disney Adventures can get Gosalyn's eye color right, but the Dynamite ones can't get it right in the last 2 issues.
No.
And it's weird because they had it right in the first issue, and then issues 2 and 3, nope, wrong color.
Oh man.
Okay, rant over.
Okay, ran over. All
Yep.
right. Okay. Keep. What's going on? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Stan. As I read this, I was just so lost and so confused, man.
So So Honker's trying to tell him to wait before using this contraption, which appears to put them through the ringer.
Mhm.
And Honker remarks to Goslin, "Gee, Goslin, who's going to open the garage door for the Ratcatcher? They're going to ram right into it." And Goslin's like, "I know, Honker, but sometimes Dad's just got to find things out the hard way."
I'm still confused, Stan, because now then we get a photo of the next frame is Darkwing on the Ratcatcher, but they were on the couch.
Like
I,
I said, this is happening in the garage. So whatever these 2 chairs are, they brought them into the garage.
okay, keep going, man. I'm telling you, I really had a hard time with this. I was like, I don't understand what is going on, and how did we get to like this frame? How did we get here? How did we get there? But keep going, man. You're doing fine. I'm the one struggling here.
So anyway, the Darkwing and Launchpad, though they don't show Launchpad, land on the Ratcatcher in the one frame, and I have to note Darkwing has his hat on because
Hmm.
the next frame shows the rubber band, catapulting the Ratcatcher into the garage door, throwing Launchpad and Darkwing out through him, and the Darkwing shaped hole, he's wearing his helmet, so they made a mistake. They did not draw his hat outline
Mm-hmm.
for
Okay.
crashing through.
All right. I'm gonna stop you before you go further. This is why I'm lost. The catapult rubber band on his face. Then they are on the couches. Then we only see Darkwing on the Ratcatcher, and then we see both of them catapult off the Ratcatcher.
Yep.
I didn't even catch the hat and helmet thing. You caught that one, and this is why I'm so lost. I was like, I'm just completely confused of what just happened here. But go ahead, Stan.
Oh, actually, I take it back. Launchpad is in the image where they land on the Ratcatcher.
I don't see him. Where is he?
You see a shadow right in front of the windshield or behind the windshield of the Ratcatcher.
What? I don't see it. I'm blind.
Yeah, it's like,
oh my god, it's so tiny, man.
I know, right?
All right. Oh my goodness.
Well, that's one mystery cleared up.
Okay. That does help me a little bit there.
So anyway, 8 minutes later, the crooks are about to leave the place they've just robbed, and we get another entrance.
Go for it, Stan.
Do you want to take this one, or should I?
You go for it. I don't think I have the Darkwing voice at all.
I am the terror that flaps in the night. I am the bug who leaves a squishy spot on your clean windshield. I am, get down! I mean, DarkwingDuck.
Yep.
And he and Launchpad land on the robbers.
Yep. They land on the robbers, and LP looks exhausted, though.
Well, I guess crashing through a garage door at a supersonic speed will do that to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Darkwing says, I told you, Launchpad, we just needed a little more speed.
But DW, the garage door and the Ratcatcher.
Yep. Just details, mere details.
And then Launchpad says, but, and Darkwing finishes with yet another mean to Launchpad thing. Shut up, Launchpad. Just shut up.
Yeah, that was kind of mean. He didn't have to end it like that. But yeah. that was a short one, Stan. Just 3 pages. Highspeed Hijinks. All right. Yep. You want me to go first this time?
Sure.
Okay, well, at first I thought it was gonna be interesting, and then I just got lost, Stan. I just couldn't picture. I got kind of confused on the second page, going frame by frame, and I just didn't understand how we went from here to there, then to there to there, and I was just completely lost. Like the Launchpad shadow thing, I didn't even see that, but I'm glad you caught it now. It's okay. I'm not a fan of this one. I would probably never even touch this one again, to be honest with you. We don't have the iconic villain, which we don't always need. We don't always need them. Sometimes it's fun to just throw in some random one-timers and get them out of there. I'm gonna go low on this one, man.
How low can you go?
We'll go 0.5, 0.5.
Wow. Yeah. I can't believe it. I'm actually going to be slightly nicer to this one than you are. And I thought I was probably going to have the lowest one on this.
All right, go for it, Stan. Your turn.
So, yes, it was a very confusing read. Obviously, I actually followed it a bit better than you, but it didn't really make it all that fun to read, since you did have to kind of stop and say, okay, so how does this work and this work? Then there's the illustration mistake with Darkwing's, hole in the wall having his helmet shape instead of his hat shape. And, being mean to Launchpad again. There were a couple nice things, though. The art was pretty good. I did like the fact that both Goslin and Honker showed up. But overall, I'm giving this a 1.
Okay. Not much higher than me, but
not much, but
yeah, man. I think that's my lowest score for a comic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just did that one. This one was 3 pages, and it took me like 10-15 minutes to read it, because I was just like, okay, well, let me go back. Did I miss something here? And I kept going back to reread it, and I was like, man, I'm giving up on it, man. I'm just gonna keep moving on. Yeah. All right, so Stan, obviously the Ratcatcher was our theme here. Are you a fan of the Ratcatcher?
Heck yeah, I am.
Okay, Ratcatcher or Thunderquack? Pick.
Uh, Honestly, Thunderquack.
Me too. I'm a Thunderquack guy.
I just like the idea of being able to fly to where I want to go.
hmm
Not constrained by roads or land masses.
What is your favorite vehicle period in Darkwing? It doesn't have to be an iconic one. It could be one of the villains ones. You have a favorite one?
Uh, Thunderquack.
Thunderquack? Okay. Uh
Well, actually, hold on, hold
mhm.
on. The Time Top is a vehicle, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Now you know where I
okay.
was going.
And that's where I'm going to, because,
Yeah.
like I said, I think I would very much abuse a time machine.
Yeah, that's where I would go to. Okay, now not counting Darkwing, what would be your most favorite iconic vehicle of all time? Is it the Batmobile?
Nope. It
No.
would it would be the DeLorean time machine.
Oh yeah, you love you some Back to the Future.
Yep. Hi,
Okay.
Bill.
You know what? We forgot the Sea Duck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
And we
pretty
never did mention the Ranger plane
great. Yeah,
or
I thought you did.
Scrooge's limo.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, would Gizmo Duck count as a vehicle?
He kind of could, right? He is a
He could.
unicycle. Yeah. He kind of could. You got a fair you would have a fair debate on that, you know? Some people might agree with you, but I was like he kind of has a point, you know? Okay. Uh I don't know if I have a favorite overall. I don't know. I haven't really thought it through. I didn't, it was
Well,
just,
you're forgetting there's another vehicle from Darkwing I'm sure you like.
which one?
The giant walking
The teddy
teddy
bear?
bear or the giant crying Chrissy doll.
Oh yeah, nah, I never liked that one.
Yeah, but it's a Quackerjack vehicle.
I did like the Mega Volt. Oh, I said Mega Volt. Negaduck, the motorcycle he had in that one episode where they were like time traveling. Not
Yeah.
time traveling, but I don't know why I can't think of the name of it. They weren't time traveling, but Darkwing was aging really fast.
Oh, going nowhere fast.
Yeah, that one. Mhm. Yeah, appreciate
What?
those things.
I gave you superpowers.
So Stan, what do you think you and Mike might have coming up for reviews and stuff?
Well, obviously, issue 4 will be coming out on the 19th, so we should get a review of that out sometime around then, hopefully.
Okay. All right. For me,
Uh,
guys, I'll be heading out. I got a couple of cons coming up. Some of them I can't tell you what your guests are gonna be there, but I have Anime Minneapolis, Anime Midwest, Anime Houston, um, in Fresno, Anime Gaming Expo. I have one client that's gonna be at MomoCon, um, Con Alt Delete in Chicago, Natsukashi Con in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So guys, if you are at some of these events or you're near them and you go to them, you can come speak to me. I got to meet Jonathan Beltran at WonderCon. Really nice guy, man. Got to meet him, and I don't want to say what I did for him because he threw me a bone and he did me a solid too. So that won't be fair to just for me to just brag about what I did for him. But I definitely threw him a bone also. Threw it back.
well,
But
I will say if you end up seeing a certain Muddlefoot at any of these cons, give her my best.
okay. And also Aaron Sparrow, if you're listening, it was nice meeting you at WonderCon, but I'm waiting on a photo. You said you're gonna text me, man. What's up with that?
I told you, Will, just send him a message.
Nah, man. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll wait a few days after this episode drops. But yeah, Aaron, send that text to your homeboy, man. I want to post it, man. I got to meet you. That was really cool, man.
Oh, from my interactions with Mr. Sparrow on Twitter, he seems like a very awesome guy.
Oh yeah, he's a really nice guy. I got to hang out with him a couple of minutes, man. We spoke a little bit and um took some photos together, and then me and him talked. We talked a little more, but really nice guy. I can't get into what we talked about, but a really nice guy, man. I liked him a lot, man. Really cool guy. So yeah, Aaron, text me those photos. I gave you my phone number. All right. So Stan, that's gonna wrap it up for this comic review, and hopefully you get Mike back soon.
Yep.
Mike's been really busy, right? Or was he
Yeah.
sick? Okay, because I know there.
I think he's been busy.
Okay, he's been busy, but there was a couple of weeks ago where he was sick, like he lost his voice or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully you get your partner in crime back. I'm out. They're kicking me off the podcast again.
You know, April Fool's Day was a while back.
Yeah, but yeah, I probably won't be on here on a while. I know people always slide in my DMs and ask me to come back, and people comment on my Instagram or Facebook page saying, "Hey, we miss you," and I appreciate that, guys. I do appreciate when people tell me they miss me on the podcast. But I know one request that people have asked, and you guys will get it eventually. And they a lot of people want to hear me and Mike together again because it's been so long since me and Mike have done anything.
Yeah.
Because all of my guest appearances, I've either been solo or with you, Stan.
And we all know solo ain't gonna happen again.
No, that ain't never happening again, man. Aaron Sparrow did offer next time I needed to go solo to give him a holler, but Aaron, if you send me that text, I'll have your number. All right, guys. So that's gonna wrap it up for this. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Stan.
So where can the folks find us?
Oh man, you can't put that ain't my job, man. Don't do me like that. Y'all had a shortcut. I don't even remember how y'all said it.
On all podcast apps and YouTube.
Yeah, there you go. Any shout outs, Stan?
I don't have any shout outs at the moment. Do you?
I just want to shout out Beltran again. You know, it was nice meeting him. Shout out to Aaron Sparrow. Got to hang out with him. Hang out with all the people from $7 a pop. You know, they invited me out there to WonderCon with one of my clients. Had a great time. I really appreciate that, man. I gotta be honest with you, Stan. A lot of these other agents and people in this industry are very cocky, but man, to me, this has been a blessing, man. It's been a huge blessing, and I'm very appreciative and grateful of what's been happening in my career in this industry. It's not my full-time job. I still work for health insurance, but as a side job, it's been a blessing, man.
Well, it seems like you enjoy it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Jenny Kwan. She created me. So yeah, shout out to her, man. But guys, that's gonna wrap up for this episode. Hopefully you get Mike back. You don't have to hear me no more. I'm a little rusty at this. And you know, Mike will be with Stan, so Stan ain't going away. So I guess that's it, man. Until next time, remember, stay dangerous.
Stay dangerous, and don't leave your keys in the Ratcatcher.
Yeah, definitely don't leave it there. Good night, everybody, and happy Easter.